Ladies and gentlemen, the following fight is scheduled for 3 rounds of action in the light heavy. Winning officially at 205 pounds and holds a professional MMA record. Oh God! Yoel Romero! He went in officially at 205.2 pounds and in his 34th Thiago Santos!
Wearing black.
Yo, you ready? Thiago, you ready?
I saw him in the hotel. It was the very first thing he said. He said, hey, I'd love to talk and catch up with you. I can't. This is the first round as a warm-up. If history is the trajectory to the future here, there's a famous clip. It was Yoel Romero in his very first fight.
Is terrifying, even at this age of, into his late 40s now. He's a sniper first.
29 finishes between these two men.
Lovely feints from both of these guys.
Versus Bellator contest. John Jones in the traditional Saudi garb. Well, he just gave Yoel Romero a little something to read that will...
Olympic Games in wrestling. Yoel has attempted 0 wrestling.
Well, we've got John Jones here in the bottom of our screen. Anybody at the table fought John Jones? Anyone know what that's like?
A lot of respect he's given for Yoel Romero. But what that's allowing Romero to do is to hold this
wrestling and not use that tool, not even threaten it.
It's a question about fatigue because 3 5-minute rounds of wrestling in mixed martial
from the rest.
On an airplane belt.
See, this is where you need a ring, you see. You can't be wearing a belt all the time.
Half of it done. The foot did come up to one side of the head.
Oh!
There's that.
I like that front kick to the midsection from Santos. That would be a very useful thing.
A couple of times in this round. We saw him do it with strikes in round number 1.
It was a clever combination. A little bit more volume out of Santos would do a real...
Kind of stubbed his toe on the mat in round number 1. He's eaten a couple of leg kicks, and obviously every one of
those oblique kicks, those chasse kicks to the knee.
Santos.
Well, it's caused him to switch stances here. He's now standing southpaw in round number 2.
You don't close the distance and clinch with the Olympic medalist.
Santos is not liking those low kicks.
Keeps just saps power from those strikes. Removes that efficient.
Yoel Romero out of shape. There are pockets and opportunities for him to capitalize.
For these individuals, even late into round number 2, someone's going to have to seize control.
Taking a toll here. That's a meaningful toll. But the judges were just...
His last 2 low kicks, I felt like it was very telling. The posture, he showed the pain.
Thiago Santos, very, very hesitant in round number 2.
He's going to make Santos even more hesitant to throw if he's missing every time he does. Cage them.
I can feel it. From where I'm sitting, I can fit in. I feel like it...
He almost knocked off the guy who a lot of people consider the greatest fighter in the world.
That's a beautiful knee. If you look closely, you can see some swelling on the calf of the lead leg. Expect an elbow on the break here.
To win this fight.
And I'll tell you what, only 2 or 3 more. Take down, it's got to take a little more risk.
You got to take a risk. Your path to victory here, if you're Thiago, it's always easier said than done, Dan Hardy. But there's high stakes in this fight.
To put volume together, something will get through. I do like the kung fu, though. From
where everyone's looking, hey, what's he doing? Does he know something I don't? Right. When the reality is, he's just playing around.
And that left leg calf, we can see the swelling protruding out from the front of his shin.
Both legs. So he's skidding around a little bit.
And not only is he under... I like those black Bellator gloves. Might have to get myself a pair of them.
Yeah, he looks cool, doesn't he, man? Surgeries that Santos required. That happened in his fight with John Jones, and I must give him credit. He finished that fight.
These final seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go. Yoel Romero!